No, this isn't some fringe foodie movement or a yoga cult takeover. We're talking about real people, engineers, freelancers, even retirees, packing their bags and heading to India. Why? Because in 2025, the American dream has Wi-Fi issues, sky-high rent, and a burnout rate that would scare Buddha himself. Meanwhile, over in India, your dollar stretches like it's doing morning yoga. The tech scene is on fire, spiritual getaways are practically a lifestyle, and your average chaiwala might have a better work-life balance than a Silicon Valley CEO. So what's really happening? Is India becoming the new land of opportunity for Americans? Let's dive into the truth behind this unexpected migration wave. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. I subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you into the family. With that said, let's get started. Segment 1. The dollar goes a lot further. Opening line idea. $2,000 rent in LA gets you a closet. In India, that's a 2-bedroom apartment, a maid, and a scooter. Americans are realizing their dollars are treated like royalty in India. Housing. Rent in US averages $1,500 $2,500/month versus $250 $500/month in India. Groceries. Monthly US grocery bills equals $300 $400. India equals $100 $150. Services. Domestic help, drivers and handymen. Affordable, reliable, and part of everyday life. Everyday things, Uber rides, Wi-Fi, coffee, even tailor-made suits, are cheaper and better in India. Zinger line. Imagine a burger in Bengaluru costing less than a burger in Boston, and tasting better. Site. Bright Tax, La Viseline. YouTube vlogs by American expats living in India. Segment 2. Visa borders closing in the US. Opening line idea. America used to be the land of opportunity. Now it's the land of paperwork and polite rejections. Bullet points. H-1B drama. Oversubscription, lottery system, and years of visa limbo. Green card backlogs so long, people joke their grandkids might finally get approved. Crackdown on immigrants. Return migration of Indian professionals. India's gain. But plot twist. Americans are now chasing Indian visas, healthcare, business, or long-term stay. India's bureaucracy, still a maze, but at least it doesn't gaslight you with freedom while gatekeeping opportunity. Zinger line. The American dream is now a yoga visa and an apartment in Pune. Site. Bright Tax, Times of India, returntoindia.com, The Economic Times. Segment 3. India's tech cities, New Silicon Valley. Opening line idea. Forget San Francisco. Bangalore's got startups, street food, and way fewer Tesla crashes. Bullet points. Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad equals India's tech trinity. Startups are exploding. Venture capital is flowing. Co-working spaces are thriving. Big global companies hiring remote US workers to operate from India. India is producing CEOs, Google, Microsoft, IBM. So why not just go straight to the source? Urbanization is supercharging income, infrastructure, and international appeal. You can live cheap and work global from your Ford rooftop office in Delhi. Zinger line. Silicon Valley 2.0 has curry, cricket, and co-working cafes that actually smell good. Site. Wikipedia, Arx's Studies, Miss Entire Kingstone Reports. Segment 4. Soul food, spiritual and cultural pull. Opening line idea. Tired of screaming into traffic and overpriced therapy? India says hi, with incense, mantras, and inner peace. Bullet points. Yoga and meditation aren't just gym classes here. They're deeply rooted ways of life. Spiritual retreats, ashrams, and quiet hill towns offer an escape from American chaos. Digital nomads and burnt-out professionals are trading deadlines for Dharma. Vibrant culture, rich festivals, ancient traditions. India's soul is magnetic. Zinga line. Trade your morning coffee line for sunrise yoga on an ashram rooftop. It's cheaper than Starbucks, and your chakras will thank you. Site. Bright Tax, real-life expat vlogs, travel blogs, India tourism studies. Segment 5. Family ties and cultural connection. Turns out, home isn't just a place, it's a pull. And for Americans of Indian descent, that pull is magnetic. They're flying across oceans, not just for better prices or better weather, but for something deeper. A reconnection with identity, language, and grandma's real spice mix. From second-gen software developers to young creators tired of the US rat race, people are discovering that Delhi and Chennai aren't just dots on a map. They're family, food, and familiar faces. And then there's love. Yeah, Cupid's got an Indian visa now. American expats are increasingly coupling up with locals, blending cultures, cuisines, and Netflix histories. The result? A booming community of cross-cultural families planting roots in places that once only existed in their parents' bedtime stories. The nostalgia? Strong. The values? Shared. The sense of community? Way tighter than your average American suburb, where no one knows their neighbor's name. This isn't just relocation, it's reconnection. Segment 6. Quality of life reboot. Let's be honest, America's been running hot. Between burnout culture, 24/7 work emails, and the caffeine-fueled hustle mindset, people are straight up fried. So what do? They hit reset. In India. Here, the rhythm of life is different. Slower, smoother. People pause for chai breaks, take time for family, and aren't ashamed to take a nap in the middle of the day. Imagine that. Rest without guilt. Communities are tighter, domestic help is affordable and reliable. And somehow, the stress feels lighter. But don't let the incense and mango lasses fool you. Urban India comes with its own wild ride. Cities like Bengaluru may have cheap rent, but they also have traffic that moves slower than dial-up internet. The living is easier, but it's still real life. So yeah, it's less burnout, more balance, but only if you're willing to embrace the chaos and not lose your mind where cow stalls your Uber. Segment 7. Real-life American migrants. This isn't just a theoretical trend. Americans are doing it, and they're doing it in style. Picture this. Retirees sipping coconut water in Goa, ex-Wall Street bros reinventing themselves in the coffee shops of Bangalore, and burned-out yoga instructors breathing in mountain air in Rishikesh instead of overpriced air in Brooklyn. There's the guy who said, "I traded my 401 for fresh mango lassi. Best decision ever." Or the woman who left her DC law job to open a vegan cafe in Pondicherry. These aren't flukes. These are blueprints. From techies to teachers, dreamers to doers, Americans are no longer seeing India as some distant, exotic destination. They're seeing it as home, headquarters, and healing space all rolled into one. Segment 8. The butt of it all. Now hold up. Before you book that one-way ticket and start learning Hindi on Duolingo, let's talk reality. India isn't paradise in Paisley. There are hoops to jump through, especially when it comes to visas. Long-term stays, health insurance, banking, yeah, not exactly plug and play. Healthcare access can be excellent, if you know where to go. But public options are hit or miss, and you'll want good expat insurance. Also, the language barrier can be a vibe killer when your landlord only speaks Tamil and your Google Translate is clearly drunk. And let's not forget the bureaucracy. Getting anything official done can feel like a multi-level boss fight with paperwork, stamps, and more waiting than a Netflix buffering screen on bad Wi-Fi. But hey, if you can laugh through it, Or at least sip chai while waiting. You'll be fine. So, is India the new American dream? Maybe not in the traditional stars and striped sense. But if you're after affordability, opportunity, deeper connection, and a little less noise in your soul, India's got something real to offer. From booming tech cities to tranquil yoga retreats, from spicy street food to surprisingly strong community bonds. It's no wonder so many Americans are making the move. Sure, it's not all smooth sailing. There will be visa forms, power outages, and the occasional cow traffic jam. But for those willing to embrace the chaos, the reward is a life that feels fuller, freer, and far more grounded. With that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time.